All right, so the $1 million question a lot of people want to know is now the time to go all the way in on SoFi. Now, listen, I understand a lot of you that bought SoFi towards the top are upset right now, but this isn't the time to freak out. We all know that this thing is severely undervalued, and eventually there's nothing that's Wall Street is going to be able to do to stop the wrath when it really takes place. So currently, well, the last time I looked at SoFi, it was like $19 and I don't know 80 cents. So for me, it's at the bare minimum 50% off where I think it should be. Now we've seen it hit 33 and I think maybe even $34 per share it's at a very short point. So when we look at the all-time high, we look at them coming off a $1 billion revenue, which was a record. They had very good forecasting, so pretty much letting us know what to expect ahead. All of that was good during earnings. So for me, anything under $20, I'm going in moderately. So there's a lot of manipulation going on right now in the markets. But if you pay attention, if you look at the S&P 500 year to date, it's not down that much. If you look at the S&P 500 over the last 60 days, I mean, it's not really done much, really. So really, what's happening is a lot of individual tech stocks are selling off. And so SoFi has been lumped into that because a lot of investors view SoFi as a fintech stock, not an actual banking stock. Now, for me, I look at it as a banking stock that just hadn't caught up to what reality actually is. Now, if you look at Chase, if you look at Bank of America, you can see that there's not much action there. In fact, I think over the last couple of days, Bank of America might be up. Chase is down a little bit. So when we look at the spectrum of the overall markets, whether we're talking the Dow or the S&P 500, the markets aren't down. And so politically, what's also happened too is they can't allow for people that are set to retire to miss their opportunity, right? So this is the reason why you haven't seen the stock market sell off like it normally would have 10 years and prior to that, because it messes people retirement up. And so this is the one way that they allow, most citizens to have some sort of wealth as they retire. Okay. Now, what does this have to do with SoFi? SoFi is heavily into banking, is heavily into to stocks, is heavily into retirement, loans, the whole financial spectrum. And so when we look at that aspect, we know that SoFi has the value. And after this overall sell-off ends, I expect SoFi to take straight off because it still is, in my eyes, a banking stock. Now, I know it doesn't matter what I think, but from what I know, when we look at the financial scheme of things, we know that this is a banking stock no matter what title they give it, as a fintech, right? So they're using it as a fintech to help sell it off during the times when individual stocks pull back, and then they get to buy at very low prices. Okay, so that's all that's happening with SoFi. Now, if you remember with Palantir, you remember that they kept holding it down, they holding it back, and eventually there was nothing they can do about it, and it will go on to reach $200 and something per share from $17 and $13 that it sat at for a while. I think that's the same type of situation that's going to happen with SoFi. So overall, I think this is a good time to buy. I wouldn't go all the way in. Like I said, for me, moderately, I would be accumulating SoFi. Now, the reason why I would be getting stock, and I know a lot of you like to play options with SoFi as well because it's cheap and you can accumulate a lot. The reason why I'm getting stocks is because I want to really own, shares of the company. I don't want to just really put myself in a position to where I can control 100 shares. I want to own it, and then not only that, I want to be able to sell covered calls against those stocks as the market continues to go down. Now, yes, you can do a poor man's covered call. You can get a very deep in the money call, a year or more out. But the way they're playing the game now, I wouldn't take that risk. I'm more of a just go ahead and buy out the actual stock. If I were to do anything short term with SoFi, maybe I would take, no more than a couple $1,000 and do some credit spreads. So I would do some put credit spreads saying that SoFi is not going to be below a particular price. I would say all the way up to maybe July or, August. And then as it starts to go up, you can make money that way as well. So that's the only really short-term play I would do. Yeah, I could go long and get a call on this thing, but if they gonna keep pulling everything back individually, I'll just keep accumulating and then just take my risk with the covered calls. Okay, so I wanted to speak about what's going on. I know I haven't been on here as much as I have been over the last week or two. That's because you can see I'm at a school right now. I've got 4 kids. The activities are killing me, guys. I've got a 8th grader, 6th grader, kindergartner, and about to be 3-year-old. They all have activities. So this is why I've been kind of a little bit slow. But yeah, we'll talk about this going into the weekend. Let me know your thoughts. What do you expect to happen tomorrow? Tomorrow is a big day. Tomorrow is like the final report for this entire week. So let me know what you feel about this week. What do you think was going to happen going into this week, the next week? And we'll talk about it, okay? All right.